Hello. It's Monday. That means it's time for Guild War. There was a roll I had on the weekend, one of these here. These 10 rolls. And it gave me both Jenua and Tywin. Both were heroes I didn't have. The rest of them, of course, don't give me anything useful at all. It's just garbage like this all day long. Oh, wait, hold on. We can get more disappointment. You all like disappointment, don't you? I mean, why else would you play a product like this? It's because you're a disappointment fetishist. That's right, we get to harvest that. Oh, we'll take this too. And while we're here, we may as well grab this. And we can swing down here for a moment. I'm tired of rolling for mystics. They're just disappointment. I'll grab that. Swing back into here. Disappointment number 1. What do you know? It's a 3-star. Nobody ever would have suspected that. That never happens. Uh-huh. Yep. Yep. Hey, at least it's dust. That's about the only saving grace is I got dust out of it. As opposed to transmit stones you saw, I certainly as fuck don't need more of them. We're up against WaduHek. Absolutely heckin'. They are also dragon dildo enthusiasts. Oh, but most of them don't look English speaking for their names. Shout out HV enter. I think he missed his keys. My FIFA skills. FIFA's the game where like every single unit just stretches out and bounces across the screen without provocation, right? Holy shit, look at that top lane. Look at that top lane, that's a bizarre one. I've never seen a top lane like that one before. That's highly unusual. I like it. I really like it. Alright, what are we gonna do about that top lane now? That's so strange. Surely I can just bring Zeo and friends against it, right? I need to control them, but it can't be through stuns, at least not initially. So what? I could bring well, there's a few ways I could do it. I could even bring Knockwall against it. If we put him in cooldown, does that influence his skill too? That's a question I have. Absolutely a curious question. So we basically have to control him. These two don't do anything besides CC. They'll be a little annoying, but killing him by far and beyond is the single most important thing we can possibly do. And then she can't get rid of the bombs, but they're gonna get at least one turn in. So this will be strange. I'm not sure what to expect. I should have checked the fight, because someone would have fought it for sure, but so yeah, I didn't want to use that against him. I wanted to use it against her. She's actually pretty fast. I thought she'd be slow and tanky, but she's not? Question mark. As long as Sharoon doesn't get a turn, we might be able to cheese them. I'm not sure. Alright, well, that answers that question immediately. If you... I'm pretty sure it applied. Wow, that damage. His skill 1 does a lot of damage. Oh, I like that that doesn't work properly. That you can't reduce the skill 2.
살아간다는 건 고통이죠. 이곳이 당신의 낙원이에요. 가볍게 가볼까? 짓밟아주도록 해.
Why didn't the bomb go off on her? Why didn't the bomb go off on her? The bomb is probably 2 turns, isn't it? Well, whatever.
방해한다면 끝까지
I don't have anything that can deal with that, I guess. I thought you could reduce his skill too, but I guess not.
믿음을 가지세요. 제가 당신 곁에 있습니다. 별의 의지.
I shouldn't have let Zio die, honestly. That could screw me out of the whole guild war.
당신이 지은 수많은 죄. 회개할 시간입니다.
죽음을 두려워 마라. 미래를 승리를 쟁취하라. 용건이 있나요?
Okay.
맹세합니다.
I am going to use her ult.
헛것하고 시끄럽고 바다는
Because I don't want to tap her twice. Oh, okay. No, I don't know about that first group. Maybe what's-her-face was the wrong choice because I thought the bombs were gonna go off, but I forgot that they won't go off. And I don't know. I don't know how to deal with that, honestly. So this bottom lane is probably gonna be very similar in theory, but there's no removal on that one, so we should be good. I guess, I don't know. I had to watch the video because I thought we got the turn reduction on him, which should have meant that his skill 2 wouldn't go off. But his skill 2 did go off, so I don't know. And now we don't have Zio to deal with this. So I'm just going to run, yeah, I should not have let Zio die. I was too busy trying to figure out what was going on. I just got that guy yesterday, and I was like, I wonder if he's any good. We've seen him once, and he seemed like he does a lot of damage, but I have no idea how he's geared. If he's actually got any weaknesses, apparently not. I don't know. I don't know how you deal with him, so that's kind of where we ended up. I'm gonna go get some coffee. And, I always do Guild Wars literally the moment I get out of bed, so that's usually why I just get very confused. I was thinking SBA might be a better choice, but SBA would make her boost up really fast. So I thought we'd be able to take one turn from her, but I don't know. The dude got a second turn off, and we didn't get the turns we needed. Zio never even got to do anything after that. So, whatever. I'm pretty sure you can tank that down. But I think he would kill my Rowana is not very tanky, so I don't think my Rowana can tank that. Maybe something else would be able to. We're gonna try to taunt her. I don't know why they're so slow, but well, I guess the bunny was kind of not slow.
당신은 죽어서 비료로 쓰이는 편이.
Yeah, it's too bad. It's shouldn't have kept fighting. I suspect we're gonna see a lot of those groups though, because the Politis is very good against what people normally use in the game. And the Jenua is very good against everything I use in the game, because I think you just want to use Politis and Celine against that. But I'm gonna have to change some gear to make that possible. In fact, I might need to change the gear on my Celine, or my Politis, because I think I want her to do more damage. So I probably want to switch her to Destruction. I've kept her on speed because having her cut ahead can be nice, but it's not really common against people like in these guilds that are running insanely fast gear. She's not going to cut ahead with only like 180 something speed. Meanwhile, you got groups like this and I don't even know what their point is. Like, they're not threatening, they're not going to do any damage.
절망의 끝에서 시작되는 희망이 모두에게 깃든 길을
The echoes of pneumonia
한심하게
are really catching up to me these days. It's been a little over 10 years since I almost died to pneumonia, and it still
맛있어 보이네.
is fucking with me. Ugh. In fact, I'm gonna auto combat the rest of this while they beat up this bunny. Just in time.
난 언제나 전력을 다해
All right.
승리를 향하는 길을 밝혀주지. 기합을 넣고 덤벼보라.
So this could be a disaster. This dude's actually really quick, and if he gets ahead of my Briar or my normal area, I think we lose this one actually.
깊이 새겨둬라.
Well, that's his buff purge, so I don't know. Wow, yeah.
성전이 시작되는
I think we lose this actually. Because he's going to very possibly kill his area.
어리석은 불신.
He is actually really strong against this composition too because of that. He removes stigma from him, so okay.
여기까지 쫓아오네. 한심에 지나치죠. 용건이
I mean,
놓치지 않을
we killed him, but
내려라. 꽃의
right,
꽃이여.
like
이제 다시 원래 임무로 돌아갈 수 있게.
this might be the first character that really changes how I have to do compositions in Guild War because of that. Most people I saw were building him slow, so I figured, oh, I'd be okay. No, I don't think so, actually. So that's concerning. I'm not even sure how to deal with that top lane now because we lost Elena. Actually, I'm not sure how to deal with the bottom either. When she stops resource, that's everything, right? That was my confusion in the last guild wars. I thought that Elvira reduces resource. But pretty sure Elvira is something specific. The amount of fighting spirit. Okay, and then Solitaria is amount of focus, and I think she is straight up resource. Amount of resource. Yeah, that's where my confusion was. There's two different ones. She's straight resource. I thought Elvira was also resource. I was wrong. Okay. So how do you want to deal with that then? I'm trying to think about the top lane. I'm pretty sure I can just tank that top lane. In fact, what I have right now may work to an extent. I don't know. This is the case where she can sometimes one-shot us, right? So, all right, hold on, let me think. I feel like we have to run Knockwall against that. I feel like this is going to be the time where I have to change my Politis. Okay, let's see what we can put on her to make her deal damage. She needs to change off of this, which only affects her sometimes anyways. She needs to use the Tea Time Tenebria artifact. Now, we had gotten a new one, and I had given it to Archdemon Mercedes, but let's be honest. Archdemon Mercedes is not very good. She's situationally useful on defense because of her proc rate, but Beyond that, I haven't really seen much case for her. She's never going to catch ahead of them at 182 speed. Not when that dude gives himself 50% combat readiness. So what we need to do with her is we need to apply as much damage as we possibly can. So let's see what we can do about that. I think this artifact might ignore effect resist. I could be wrong though, but we do still want her to be able to remove stuff. So as you can see, I even have my own dude geared up. He's not really got mullahs or stuff though, so. Let's see, some of these units I can strip. I don't really need them or their gear. For example, the one that she's using is not too bad, but I think Landy's might be better. Yes, it is. Alright, so up in here we don't really have much wiggle room though. We can basically take this dude's and that's it. That's going to affect my expedition, but he's just using hand-me-downs anyways. The same case for this is using defense. Alternatively, I could use that, but I think this one here might be better. That said, it doesn't have much in the way of damage stats on it, so I think they both don't have much in the way of damage stats. Let's take the one with a higher crit chance because crit chance is oh wait, one of these is a, okay, I don't need to take that neck. We can leave the neck there. So we'll take that, and then I can take this for the crit damage and the attack, and now we turn her into a fucking cannon. She also has higher effectiveness than she used to have. The only one we have to strip is the Landy that we're using in Expedition, so that's not really too big of a deal. We're wasting very, very little stats. Okay, so this is how you run that, and then we hope that this guy will typically have the highest attack because he builds attack, so the Landy will probably have significantly lower attack than he does. Now, she just removes like buffs and shit, so I don't think she removes turns. So Knockwall should still be able to help deal with this one after the fact. Now we have to go to the top lane. The top lane is also a potentially scary one as well, as I honestly do not know what will happen in that, but there is a chance we take a lot of damage. So I think it's maybe for the best that we bring in Rule just to be 100% sure about that top lane. Yeah, Jenua's gonna unfortunately probably become really... I don't think there's really too many... Well, there's a lot of people running the new... what's his name? I have him here, don't I? Not the ML version, but it's the ML version that people are running. Ludwig. Yeah, there's a lot of people running ML Ludwig after he came out. And those groups might have a hard time against him. I'm not sure. Briarwitch's area with Soul Burn might actually be able to deal with him, provided you don't get 15%, but that's the case for a lot of things, right? Alternatively, I can even bring Briarwitch's area against the top lane, it's just that I don't have a way of dealing with her. Whereas with Rule, basically the kill order is going to be her first. Right? So that bottom lane is really weird. It depends on many factors. I've only read that this does well. I've never actually seen it. Yeah, so this is what we're going to be trying out. A barrier should keep him pretty topped off. Oh, her damage was really low. Well, doesn't matter too much, I guess. There was a dual attack in there, so that could have been kind of scary, right? I don't have Soul Burn for this one, so I'm going to use it as it is on her. Now we need to get our souls up, and we need to be very, very careful because the Eupine can definitely kill us here. Because... whatever. Oh, that's bad. That's precisely what I wanted to avoid, you see?
이제 시작입니다.
Well,
영광이.
all right, let me think here. She's gonna remove the invincibility, isn't she? Yeah. Well, we just have to take it. Time to roll the dice.
내가 갈게. 승부.
Oh, we might be good, actually. Turns out taunting her, I was thinking taunting her might stop her from doing her thing and it might bump me up a little bit ahead. I was right. Absolutely. I was trying to remember how slow the Euphine was, and I thought, well, we did get one character ahead of her, so she can't be that fast. If she was faster, that may not have worked, because she would have gotten her turn out, but I might have been okay anyways, because Dark Corvus was already pretty high in the combat readiness.
가로막는 적들을 파멸과 공포로 물들여라. 난 무너지지 않는다.
행운은 우리 곁에 있어요.
It's funny how Music Box turned out to be one of the best artifacts on her just because of her turn cycling. And what, isn't that one of the event artifacts or something?
물러서지 않으시.
And most of them are like complete garbage?
두렵지 않아요.
Well, most of the 4-star ones, right? Like, Junkyard Dog is still pretty good, or was good for Holiday Euphine.
영광이 함께 할 거예요.
And I was trying to think if there was someone else that used it. I don't remember. I've got 2 of them. The other ones I all vendored.
두려워 마라. 미래를
But definitely Junkyard Dog was a good artifact for me back in the day. But the 4-star ones are pretty much hot garbage.
빛이 인도할 수 있어.
It's not like Fake Grand Order, where a lot of their event stuff is like pretty much best in slot in many cases. Or at least very competitive, or that's where you get like the sumo wrestling artifact. I forgot what it was called, but it's still really good. Just because it gives you everything you could want out of it, right? No, they don't do that in this game. Alright, here we go. This is gonna be really stupid.
이곳에 오기 위한 과정이
I have no idea what's gonna happen. Not a clue. All I know is that it looks like my knockwall may have 15% in. Alright, so now presumably, Politis just kills this piece of shit.
걱정하지 마요. 자네의
Yeah.
마지막 모습
Politis killed this piece of shit.
내 오래도록 간직하지. 나에 대한
Oh my god. And there's the seal and there's the bind.
내가 네 곁에 있어.
She is gonna get a turn off, it looks like, unless she dies to this.
들어야지. 이제
I think she might just die to this, honestly. Yeah, she's dead. Alright! We know how to deal with that group now.
참 귀찮은.
The moral of the story is if you read something, just trust it with all your heart and don't try to do anything different.
어리석죠. 안타까워.
This is how you were supposed to deal with all those groups. This would have killed every single one of those, I think. This is how you deal with it.
억울해 많이.
Also the lolly noises.
어라? 내 차례인가?
Ah, that's how you deal with it. That's how you deal with those groups. Is you don't bother trying to outspeed it. The dude's gonna get faster than you. I mean, he didn't quite get as fast as my Elena, but he was right on top of her, so that goes to show. Honestly, he's a character I should really put on my groups. Is Jenua. I don't know what the fuck this bottom lane was. Maybe he only had the one good group. I don't know. I don't know how this top group won, by the way. That's kind of weird. Probably some RNG. If he didn't apply anything to her, then yeah, that could be it. But just think, if I put Jenua up there, then he just kills everyone. He's apparently really good. So, he could replace Izaria in this composition, I think. Well, people are going to run Politis against that more, right? But I don't know. It might work. Or I could put him in the bottom lane. He would be pretty good in the bottom lane, I think. Better than her. I don't know what that dude was doing. I don't know why he threw the second one. But yeah, that's how you deal with this. Is you just bring whoever the third is can deal with whoever the other one is. It didn't matter that Politis 15%ed in this because she still would have been faster than Landy anyways. But this is how you deal with it. The others are... I mean, we won this one, but losing Elena is not a way to win that. And it's mostly because the rest of his group wasn't very good. If it was the same as the other one, I might have had some other, or at least like some other fast units, I might have had problems, but... I don't know, maybe this can work, but I have to bring somebody other than her. Right? Maybe bringing Politis in this composition also works. Maybe. If Politis alone, she might, with a combination of this one, deal enough damage to knock him down. So maybe I just got to bring my own Politis against groups like this. The only problem is that when we knock... Well, she was invisible, but when we knock down her skills with Roanna, then she's not going to pop regular Politis against us. So I basically have to either let her go, or I have to bring somebody else that can remove the debuffs, get ahead of him, basically be at 300 plus speed, and then deal the bonus damage to kill him afterwards. Which is basically like, that's Briarwitch, Azaria, and somebody with a dual attack or something to trigger the... I don't know, but whatever. That's how you figure shit out. We got a solution that works against it anyways for the future. Dave just slapped this one. Justin just tanked it down. He might have let him go first, killed her, and then just... Yeah, Arya could probably work. I mean, didn't I try Arya and it went terribly? But that was against something really different. What about this other one? Who's been killing this bottom one? Oh, nah, he got punked. He only brought Celine alone. That's not enough. You need to be able to remove his shit. Otherwise, yeah, he just fucks you up. I don't know. I'm so confused by this defense. Why did he throw that second attack? Maybe he just didn't think he could do anything against it. I don't know what to do about the first defense group, honestly. I know it's not a good one, but... I don't have tanks. I don't have anyone else who's fast. Maybe I can make a Jenua-themed defense for that one. Something hyper cancer, but... I don't know. Now that I know that the Politis thing works so well against him, I'm not so sure he's even really that good. Maybe if you have a non-combat... or no non-combat opener. Like, I don't think I'd want to pair him with Ran. Or Elena. That's why I think he'd be good in the bottom lane. Anybody who runs like counter shit or whatever. Panties for thought, I guess.